Hey guys, how's it going? This is obviously, as you see by the title and thumbnail, the Will It Run. Today's flavor is fake 7-Up, so pop yours. Let's get to wrenching. So, I think the first thing is I think to get spark. Let's pull this. Is this plug loose here? No. Let's get this plug yanked out of here. Just slightly the wrong size. Okay. Pop the plug out and check the plug. And then we'll check for spark. Ooh. Yeah, my battery's light's flashing, so I'll have to plug you in whenever you die out. Okay, well, we'll leave that out. Give her a tug here. It still feels tight. Okay, well, let's see if we can dump a bit of oil down this cylinder here. I got that one, I'll throw down there. And we'll roll it over a little bit more and we'll check and just see what's going here. So that's way nicer. You can see it coming out of the plug hole there, but yeah. Okay, let's hook her up and see if she's got spark. What do you say, just for shits and giggles, we'll put, I got like a wee little bit of gas here. Let's see if we can do this before the camera battery dies. That's like half a gallon in there. That should be good, hey? We'll just get most of it. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's get our plug cleaned off. We'll throw it in, just see. And it might run off the table and you might vibrate really bad. Let's see, if my dog is barking, there'll be somebody in the yard, which whatever, I don't care. Or a bird. She loves birds. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay, we ready? Let's go. I think it wants to. I think that's what it's doing. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Well, that's interesting. Well, let's drop. Oh, I do have another plug here. Let's drop a slightly different plug in there. That's a little bit cleaner. Still got 300 million gallons of oil in it. Let's see. This is a mower plug, which is going to be the proper plug for it. We'll just get it tight. Get this on here. Okay, we ready? Let's give this a squeeze. I hate these wires. They're so not good. This choke slightly moves. I don't know if it's got spark or not. Let's run our good old sparkulator tester on it here. I don't know why my camera hasn't gone dead yet. But we'll just keep going. Once you go dead, then we'll charge it and we'll have to wait. Okay. Okay, we're looking right in here. Okay, No, I don't see nothing. So we're not got spark. And now we got our pull starts acting up. Okay, well, let's, I guess, get this, let's just get this thing, this button cover opened up, and we might just be able to file the points and then it have spark, hopefully. We'll see. There we go. Get our magnetic bolt tray down and we'll get started on it. Good thing is I can have it right at your guys' level so that you guys can see. Alrighty. Alrighty. What are these for size-wise? Just for you guys, or 7/16? I'll pop this cover off. We're probably gonna have to pop off the. Well, I know we're gonna. Have to pop off the flywheel. Okay. This is gonna come. Come on. Oh my good gosh. Oh. Oh. Man, I've been a mechanic for a long time. And I don't know if I've seen this much. It's just rust and water. Good thing is it's an upgraded coil. See if we got our magnets. Well, I'm going to cut you guys here and I'm going to spend some time cleaning and I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so the magnets never were this clean. This was me, okay? This is what the magnets did look like. Yeah, that. This is the inside of that. I know I showed you it in the last clip, but that is just absolutely horrible. So, the reason why I turned back on the camera is I want to pop off this coil. We're going to sand under the coil. I'm going to show you how to set the coil correctly. And then we are going to get back into the restoration part of this. Alrighty. So, can they see this properly?
Here. Oh, that?
This.
No, I don't think so.
Right here? Nope.
No.
Okay, we're popping off. Let me get you guys set. Let me zoom you all the way out, or most of the way out. Okay, and then you can just see this. Again, the camera battery is flashing. It's been flashing for the last 15 minutes. I think it's just cold. And yes, I say 15 minutes because I filmed the video before this. Okay, are we ready to see what the underside of this coil looks like? I'll show you how to set one of these properly. Oh my good lord. Well, no wonder this thing's got no spark. Don't think the points are the problem. Probably end up pulling them off. Part 1 will be getting it just to sputter and pop off. Part 2 will be getting it actually going. There'll be some information on carbs in the next one and all kinds of stuff. Okay, well, let's get this back. You want to hand me that old business card there? The best way is an old business card, or if you want your flywheel so that you're away from the magnet, you get yourself lined up and get your screws just started, barely started, okay? And then you just, before they're just so tight, which is right there, and just as you feel them start to tighten up, you let them go. Then you grab your business card and you fit it between these two fins, and as you see, it's tight. So once you get it so that that moves freely through both fins, you torque it down, and as long as it moves freely under both fins, you're good. Okay, so we got it in like this. We're going to set it down. We're just going to screw it down one side at a time. Okay. And as you see, it just moves freely. Now that's a rule of thumb. Now normally it's a 10, 20, 30 rule. 10 thousandths for the spark plug, 20 thousandths for the points, or for the coil. Am I saying that right? 10, 20, 30? I can't remember now. Anyway, let's get this button back up at least with 2 screws and see if we'll pop off now. Because that's, I've been a mechanic in many, many years, and I don't know if I've ever quite seen this rusty of a unit. We might have a treat made out for ourselves here. You want to hand me that pop? Thanks. Again, crack yours at home. Beer, pop, whatever you drink. Alrighty. Pop this out. So yeah, that's a basic coil adjustment, right? It's simple. I found that little trick out myself, actually, just through experience. I don't know if I want them all in, mainly because I'll be adjusting it right away. I'm going to move you guys back over here, and we'll get you zoomed out. Now I'll sit there and tug on it. Just hang on. Let me get this screw in. I think I have a little bit of gas left in that cylinder. Alrighty, let's see if that... Okay, we ready? Spark plug wire, I'm just finishing putting it on the top. Okay, we ready? Plug your ears. Could get loud. Points might still need to be sanded here. Let's see if I put the spark tester on here, if this helps or not. Okay. Okay, watch for a light in there. You watching? Let's see if the YouTube family can see here. Nope. Still no spark. Well, I'm going to call it here for this adventure. What I'm going to do... Actually, no. We'll keep going here, but I'm going to end it now. I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to pull the flywheel off, and we'll get to sanding those points. And if we don't, I'll show you a trick just to get spark to it. Anyway, see you guys next time. I don't know if you can see that well, but let me pop you out of the stand and we'll zoom you out. And this is the main reason we're not running very good. Not showing up very good on camera, but look at how wet that is. Anyway, I got it all apart now. This is a new flywheel that I'm going to be throwing on. It's much better than that other one. Anyway, I will catch you guys when it's back together and when we're trying to fire it again. Alrighty, here we go. Last chance. We're going to try clean the points. They were nasty. Let's see. Well, let's hook the tester up to it and see if we got spark. I clean the points. If not, then I'm exchanging the coil. And I'm going to put a different coil in it that will allow for easier access, or that does not use points, which those are so much better. Okay. I still see no spark, so I gotta price out a coil. As of right now, we'll leave it at this, and I'll catch you guys in part 2. Anyway, thank you all for watching. How you all doing? This is part 2 of this green motor, the Will It Run part 2. In the last part, we determined that it had no spark. I cleaned the points and I filed the points and I cleaned the coil, but it just still was not acting right. So I got a new coil. If it's not the right one, I have 7. That's a good thing about being a hoarder, is I have like 300 million coils for these kinds of things. I've never been a big fan of the point systems. Now there'll be guys out there that'll scream at me and curse at me for saying I'm not a big fan of the point systems. I hate them. I mean, point systems in, like, for an example, the old pickup trucks and stuff were really good, but the point system, unless they're all new, are hard to revive in an old engine like this one. I have no idea what horse this is. It looks like it's been repainted. Probably it was white. It could have been green. There's some writing here on the top. It says 2.3.28 by 49.8 or something like that. Now, I'm gonna assume it's a 5-horse. They're a fairly common, motor. I've worked on many of these style motors. Oh no, why did that come apart? Uh-oh. That isn't good. Okay, well that's got to be fixed. Let's see, what about our ball bearings? Can you guys see what just happened here? My, system for the ball bearings just came right out. So let's shove them. Need to be held in by this thing here. So I'm gonna have to get a screwdriver and we're gonna have to pop that off and get it all fixed back up. That was my fault, and my fault only. I'm missing a, oh, there's my red-handled screwdriver. Nice that I got, now my tools are all up here on the bench, so they're real nice. Okay, got my ugly looking ball peen hammer. Gotta put a new handle on it. Where's my great big freaking screwdriver? Thing was a monster. Well, let's use this one, I guess. Until I find it. I know somewhere. And it can't go far. You've never taken one of those off. That's how that's done. Okay, so this is a good learning curve actually for you guys. Sorry that this is a big huge mess. That's a new coil that I'm hoping is going to work. But what we're doing, so how I fix these, is I take all the ball bearings and I set them in along the inside. Like that. See? Yeah. I'm just gonna quickly put in these little screws that are supposed to go in to hold this cover on, and then we'll I don't know why that's puking out. Anyway, get you zoomed out. That's how those work. They're pretty, they're a dumb system too, like in a way that, you know, they are not the greatest because they, let me see, there you go. They're not the greatest either, mainly because because, sorry for the dogs barking in the background, we have to lock them up during the day because they sometimes run. So unless we're outside watching them, they're unable to be let out. So I'm hoping this is going to work like this. But I'm just going to stick in these, and we're going to grab our impact and get them sunk in there quick. And then we can continue on with this project. I have another project which is still in the bus here. I got a few of them in the bus that I want to get out of the bus, so you'll see while it runs on those too. Okay, so now how this works is these screws, so there's a ridge that goes all the way around the outside. Okay, we can clearly see that. So how this works, this ridge is being clamped by this screw. So something's just not quite right in that. I have others of these too, which I probably will throw on. But for testing purposes only, should be fine. Next thing, it's the worst thing that ever happens. Should fix itself too. Okay, well, let's pop this coil off, which I think it's the same as a 1/4 inch, and I don't know if the quarters are one size up. Okay. These aren't a 1/4? I thought they were a 1/4. Must be a 13/16 or 5/16. 5/16. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit too about coils and how they work, because some people still don't know. Now, I'm sure if I tried this system out and I properly, did all the proper measurements and all that jazz, and made you guys sit here with me for 8.5 years trying to figure this out, we could probably get it somewhat figured out. Man, that cow's not nice. I'm trying to film a video here and you're barking. So, I gotta get this, which I think should work, I'm hoping. I'm just gonna put this off to the side. Like that. And I want to set this guy right here. No, it's not going to work. You can see the gap. Okay, I'm going to have to stop the camera here. I have to go find probably a new one of these guys and a new coil, and then we'll come back. So I spent some time. I got this cleaned up so it functions and it locks how it should. I just had to get the ball bearings, set where they're supposed to, and then it functions. It slides back this way to rattle the recoil in. This way locks it. Now normally I can just get it set, give her a couple taps without the spinning. There. That's all it needs. Just a little tap to make sure everything's functioning, which it is. You get this put on. I know I said I was going to come back and have this all buttoned up when you guys got back, when I turned you guys back on, but I thought, well, it's a good learning curve here. We're a person trying to learn how to fix things, right? You don't want to watch some guy fast forwarding, jumping steps. You want to learn how to fix something. So that's kind of why. I got a mower coming out, so stay tuned for that. I have, again, I always keep saying it, I don't have it yet, but I have a lead on a electric start push mower, so that's exciting. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump, see if you guys can see this. I'm going to dump, you won't be able to see it, but I'm going to dump fuel like right here in the carb. Now this is 2-stroke oil, and the reason why I use 2-stroke is the fact that this engine's been sitting for a long time, and you know, the oil needs to work itself up. I think that's almost got it, eh? That's got it. I think if I dump a little bit down the spark plug hole, we'll have it. All I want to do is just hear it pop off. Then I'm fine with just leaving it, because I still have plans of putting it on a go-kart, and I don't, you know, it could be sitting for upwards of a year before I have time to do anything with it. And I don't want to be back here a second time. And I have other projects, you know. I found my big screwdriver. Other projects too that I want to get going on, as well as you guys do, right? I hate lingering projects. What the heck here? But we had it. We'll hook the spark plug tester up to it, which I did in the last, one of the last videos. We'll see if we got some sparkles happening now. Would be nice if we did. Telling you what. Alrighty. Yep. I can see it, so I know we're getting there. Bet you I clean these points up one more time and that'll have it. Clean the points up. I'm going to do one last cleaning job. Come back again. I know, but it's all a couple seconds for you guys. I'm going to pull it all apart. I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to show you how to clean points and everything, and then we'll get on. Okay, I don't know how well you can see this, but change of plans. I just quickly took my grinder and took the rust off these two surfaces. I don't know if I showed it very good. Sorry about this, keep moving you guys around. I gotta get in here too. But I guess I could probably shove all of you guys watching right up. I like this camera stand because it's nice and, you know, close. I wonder if it would work better on this other side. Having you guys, that's nicer. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see where we can situate. Okay, now that's a good spot right there. So I'm going to show you how to set a coil, okay? How to properly get your coil set in the very vicinity. First, make sure it's not on your magnet. So set it just off your magnet. You get your screws, which are in my bolt tray now. I love this magnetic bolt tray. Gotta be careful, some of these have a ground like this one. You get them started till they're just slightly above tight, which is what this one is. Now you can see where it tightened. I'm just going to loosen it off just a slight bit. Same goes with this one. Till it's tight, just let it moves. I have an old business card which is the same thickness as a matchbook as a, I'm trying to think what else, like a oil filter, cardboard thickness for a cardboard box on an oil filter, you know, anything along those lines will work, okay? So this is an old business card. I don't care about showing you the number because the number doesn't exist anymore. Now I have a couple more of these that I keep on hand just for... Okay, so what you want is you want it so that it'll move like this inside of here, okay? Like this. Does this side move? This side's a little bit tighter, which is fine. Then you walk it down and you make sure that it's going past the magnet. Now I could probably fix this side by just loosening it, putting it tight, which I don't know why I did that. Get off of there. Okay, I'll give her a cinch. Okay, see how that slightly just moves? Just enough air gap to, you know, just give her a slight sweat. Okay, I get the cover put on. What is this? It's all part of the throttle governor. It's what this is. Up here. Anyway, so we're on now again. Same coil. Because I have one, I'm sure. I just don't feel like searching through every stash I have in the bus and outside the bus. Okay, I'm going to get you guys set up high again. We're going to back you guys off. I'm going to bolt this cover on. Then we will throw a little bit of fuel down this plug hole. And this camera is good quality. Better than my iPhone that I was filming on. Okie dokie. What do we... Where's my cover? Here's my cover. Just hopefully this works. Yeah, that's not how... I know I still have one of those somewhere. I'm sure I do. Doesn't want to retract. Anyway, I gotta go find another one of these. So again, sorry for shutting you off so many times. Find those. I'll button it all back together. We'll come back. We'll dump a bit of gas into it. And we'll see if it'll light off. If not, then I'm going to end it one more time. I'm going to find a proper coil. And we're going to get her done once and for all. So, a very... let's see, are you focused in here? A very basic way that points work is this rotates, which in turn lifts this, sorry for the cows again, which in turn lifts this plate, okay, which creates an electrical charge, which there's a wire that's right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it runs up into our coil. So that's just a basic, this is a condenser, here's your points. Now normally, this bracket and this piece are all in one, and then the condenser separate on like an automobile. That's kind of how that works. This is a little bit different, not much, but this is the condenser, right? You got your points in condenser. Well, this is your points. This circular drum piece is your condenser. I'll get it back together. There was a little bit of water still in here. I'll get it back together. And I will make sure it's going to pop off and run for us. And then I'll turn back on the camera and that'll end the video. But yeah, this here is just how that works. Now you can see what I did was took my rag on a flat kind of surface. I lifted this up, I put it down, I clamped it and I wiped it. Okay, that's how I clean all of my points. That's how they should be cleaned. Push down, you pull, and it cleans all the corrosion and whatever gunk and junk is on them. Anyway, I'll catch you guys when the motor is back together and we're trying to get it started. Man, I thought this was going to be a lot easier than it actually has been turning out. I'm going to sadly have to pull this head off and see what's going on under there. It's got sparks. It's got enough to run because it kind of, you feel it kind of wants to cough. I know we're missing a head stud, and that could be the issue. I have a whole nother head to put on it, which I might just throw on it quick and use it that way. But yeah, this is definitely turning out to be quite the video. Okay, this is off. Pop all these out. They're all the same length, which is nice. The other one that I worked on had different size head bolts. Okay, I want to make sure both these it all looks healthy under here when I give it a yank. You can see both valves are opening, so it's not a valve issue. I don't like this carbon buildup though that's on these. Now it could be I had before. That one's still good. That one's still good. Okay, well, the valves are still good. There is a little bit of blow-by out of this head gasket. Still good, so it's not going to blow in the head gasket. And just clean off this head. I have a different head, I think. Here's one here. This should... Is it the same? No, it's different. This one's a flat head. Well, we'll throw this head back on. I just want to check the underside of it. Just give her a cleaning. It doesn't look like it's had, you know... What are you guys looking at over there? You're supposed to be paying attention. What are you doing snooping at my stuff? Okay? Watch now. Quit snooping. I don't care. Get this head. Now, normally, somebody will say, oh, you need to torque those? Yeah, I get it. I need to torque them, and I know that. But as of right now, I'm trying to get it running. So I can go back once it's running, and it's not just the head gasket that I need to torque now, and it's a lot of different things that need to be torqued. Kind of to spec, if that makes any sense. Yeah, down there in this old hole. I'm going to run and quick and grab another head bolt from another head I have, or did have. There it is. Is this the right head, or is this a different head? Can I replace? Yeah, that's a different head. It's not in much better shape, so I'll still stick with this head. That's so weird. Okay, so I'm going to show you too, if you're new to the whole mechanicking trade, which it's very, very possible that you are. I mean, we're new to it at some point in our lives. Okay? It's okay to, you know, ask somebody for help at some points. It's not a thing that, you know, should scare you to ask a mechanic for his help / advice. I still do today. I have quite a few guys around me that are mechanics, and I ask them for advice on stuff all the time. And they're happy to, you know, give it out, and I've been doing it for a few years. Some more tricks of the trade and that kind of thing. Where's this one? Is this one gonna fight me all the way down? So I know that the underside of this head's good. If I can't get it running, I'm not going to worry about it too much. So we do have now all the head bolts in. We were missing one. Make sure this one bolts it in good. One battery. That battery's fully charged. It's raining out. Kind of. Well, the issue is it's January, but it's +6 and 7 outside. Celsius. I could do a Fahrenheit conversion. That's it. I'm telling the impact's got a full battery. Holy jeez. It's a whole world of difference. Okay, and last one.